Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the One Divine Challenge. I'm your host, Extra Mayo, and today's build is the fully automated Triple Curse Bladefall Blast Occultist. Let's buy some gear and kill some monsters, shall we? Today I'm going to show you a take on the build that's slightly different than others, where I've opted to sacrifice a little damage for more quality of life features. One of those features comes in the form of a fully automated Triple Curse setup. The three curses this build automates are Temporal Chains, Despair, and Punishment. They're automated via either on-hit mechanics or blasphemy supports, and this lets me focus on fewer buttons while mapping, so I can just sit back, relax, turn my brain off, and enjoy the sweet, sweet explosions Occultist has to offer. Another quality of life choice I made is to go for a wand with high cast speed as the weapon. There are several low-budget options that provide great damage for this build, such as Cold Iron Point or Obliteration, which are perfectly reasonable by the way, but I'm willing to sacrifice some of that raw DPS for more cast speed, which makes the two-button casting of Bladefall Blade Blast feel much less clunky. In this case, I purchased a wand with a cast speed implicit. It also had a cast speed suffix and an open suffix so that I could craft Chaos Damage Over Time multiplier. If you can't find one on trade for a good price, craft one yourself by getting a Profane Wand base and using any tier of Essences of Envy until you have an open suffix for Chaos Damage Over Time multiplier. The crafting cost for this should be no more than 20 Chaos in total. For those who don't know, Bladefall Blade Blast used to be a very meta skill back in patch 3.13 Ritual League, but it received a couple of nerfs, and in patch 3.15 it received a huge nerf to the AoE radius of the Blade Blast explosion. This really turned off a lot of players to the skill since now it has much less consistent AoE overlap without heavy investment. However, with the overall buffs to curses in patch 3.20, poison builds using Temporal Chains and Despair have had pretty decent success, and that's exactly why we're here. As always, once you've gotten your mandatory gear, spend whatever leftover currency you have on what I like to call cleaning up your gear. That means using jewelers, fusings, blessed orbs, the crafting bench, etc. to make sure that your character is up and running. Once gear is finished, make sure you get the proper flasks set up for your liking, and purchase or self-level any gems that you need. For our Ascendancy, we're first picking Void Beacon and Withering Presence to lock in huge boosts to our chaos damage. Third, we'll take Profane Bloom for those juicy explosions, and finally we'll take Unholy Authority to lock in that extra curse. Our skill tree focuses on solidifying three major things: 100% chance to poison, 100% chance to suppress spell damage, and all of the mana reservation efficiency we can reasonably get our hands on to make sure that we can support all the auras that we're running. After that, we spend the rest of our points grabbing as much damage over time multiplier and maximum life as we can in our path. The general playstyle of this build for mapping is that you're only casting your spells to inflict poison damage to charge up your Plague Bearer, and then activating your Plague Bearer and shield charging through the whole map. Once the Plague Bearer is depleted, do more poison damage, repeat the process. Let's have an actual in-map demonstration of how the sequence looks. Now again, you'll notice we're only casting our Bladefall and Blade Blast on 2 or 3 packs of monsters until our Plague Bearer is charged. At the top left corner of your screen, you can see that the Plague Bearer is fully charged. Now we activate it and zoom around the map with shield charge, triple cursing and exploding everything we come in contact with. Notice that we don't cast spells during this time. So there you have it. The fully automated Triple Curse Poison Bladefall Blade Blast Occultist. The POB for this character will be listed in the description below. Enjoy the upcoming gameplay demonstration, and I'll see you all in the next video.